Well, I guess we are starting off the video in the dark with my face just barely illuminated. Yeah, it's early morning gym session today. I'm a substitute teacher, and today we have a 3-hour delay at the school I'm teaching at, so I'm going to take advantage of that and get a early morning leg day in. Alright, leg day. It's 7:30 in the morning. And some people hear that's like, whoa, to get ready for a leg day, I gotta get some mental fortitude going. I gotta make sure the brain's working, things are going. Oh, hi there, truck. Oh, yikes. But anyway, I had to go nonverbal for a second. I'm not sure if I'm just going to cut the video. But yeah, moral of the story, it is quite icy where I'm at right now. Like, scarily icy. So, this car talk may not last too long, depending on how road conditions are feeling once I get on some main roads. I'm trying to be nice. There's a truck that's trying to, I'm assuming, get a kid to school. Just because, unless he's going to work or something. Yeah, we're chilling. I want people to get out in front of me because it's slow day for me. I'm driving very slow. I'd rather drive very slow because, let's talk car safety for a second. The whole point of driving is to get from point A to point B. Now, I'm not sure about you, but for me personally, I like getting to point A getting to point B from point A, in one piece. I like getting there alive. And, in these kinds of very hazy, icy conditions, it's interesting. It's a little bit more of a challenge, one may say. But yeah, we're going, gosh darn it. And it should be, honestly, I think it should be a pretty nifty leg day and stuff. I'm looking forward to it. And I don't know if I actually touched on this, but yes, some people, leg days in the morning can be, I've noticed morning leg days, you don't see them too often. Like when you head to the gym early in the morning, you tend to see people, upper body. You tend to see more, those arm workouts, your Pilates and stuff like that. Why don't we see more people doing early morning leg days? Well, because to start your day off with a leg day of all things, if you're doing them what I would perceive as right, you gotta get your stuff together. You gotta be on it. And I think my mom's passing me. Yeah. My mom she went to drop off my little brother at school and stuff. But anyway, we're grooming. Alright, yeah. But anyway, yes. You don't see early morning leg days very much. In my interpretation of why is like, who wants to wreck your self more or less, and then you have to walk around on those legs all day? Like, who would want to do that? Today, the answer is me, because my new split is interesting because usually my days I would take off is like Thursday. It would be, I could theoretically make it to the gym like pretty reliably 6 days a week, which honestly I probably should start doing considering I'm doing more of a upper lower split methodology, and now we got a new angle. So much fun. But anyway, let's start again. My perception on why maybe leg days, early morning, like hard leg days don't happen as much is, as I was saying, you get up, you destroy your legs, you got to deal with that for the rest of the day. Now, for me personally, I understand that. I typically am more of a night leg guy. I'm do it more closer to the evening. That way, I get home, I shaky legs in the shower, and that's the most I have to deal with, and I'm off to bed. And it's pretty good. And fun fact, I actually went to bed at 9 o'clock last night, 9:30 even. That is unheard of for me. That is unreal. Because, I am chronically a, go to bed at midnight kind of guy. That's just, that's how I roll. But, considering this delay that I'm happily dealing with this morning wasn't planned to happen until, literally 30 minutes after I woke up, the plan was to get up, at, 4:30, 5 o'clock, head to a gym in the same, city as the school I was subbing in, and then from there, just head right to the school. But, fortunately enough, I get to go to my stomping grounds, the usual, because, it's nice, because this other gym, great hours, it's probably the best you could get without being a 24/7 facility, because it's 5:30 in the morning to 8 at night, I think, or something like that, which I think those are like stellar hours that the average person like would, vibe with the workout. Admittedly, not too many people in my area looking for those 1 a.m., 2 a.m. workouts. I mean, I'm one of them. Like, I'm one of them, but I'm one of the people who will do the 1 a.m., 2 a.m. workouts. But, I mean, to be completely real, you probably shouldn't be working out that late, like, anyways. I know for some people it's like, but, I'm up late, it's work or whatever. You do stuff like that, you're going to be messing with your, like, circadian rhythm, something terrible, which I think more people need to be aware of, just the effect of sleep on your lifts. Like, fun fact, the more sleep you get, the better rested you are. There's, I would say, a 95% chance you're going to have a better time lifting. You're going to have a better time, moving weight when your body is, like, well rested, which, crazy concept, I know. Like, I bet you didn't expect that to happen, or that to be something that I would preach, but yeah, I mean, the longer, especially after this last week, oh my gosh, brotatoes, and lady potatoes too. I don't know. But anyway, like, the big thing also for me is, like, this last week, terrible with sleep. It was like 6 hours and 7 hours, which, for the average Joe, that could be pretty baller, pretty good. But when you are, substitute teaching, being a chef at a bowling alley, when you're, working on, plans, and you're doing a bunch of other stuff, and, working out, training stupid hard, having, a more high frequency focused split, sleep is everything. Because I gotta keep my body, like, under wraps. I gotta be on top of that stuff. And I wasn't, and it showed. Like, I was dying, like, the last 3 days of, this last week, and it was not too pretty. And admittedly, I think because of that lack of sleep, because I felt this ear infection coming on. Like, I felt the fluid in my ear, but I was just kind of hoping it's like, hopefully it'll drain out before it gets bad. No, it got bad. And I'm not too sure, but I would put some money on the fact that if I were to have, let's say, rested a little bit better, slept a little bit nicer, perchance maybe, I would not be dealing with this, mind you. The meds I took this morning, I'm feeling them kicking. The pain is a lot more bearable, gosh darn it, because, like, not that it's like I can afford to lose a leg day here, but it's like I was already sick not too long ago, so dealing with a new kind of ailment, it's just like I don't want to. And admittedly, when it comes to things such as an ear infection, or maybe, like, let's say a more bacterial-oriented infection, that's when I, like, from my perspective and my opinion on things, you can still work out pretty hard with that being the case. Because, mind you, your body's supposed to fight it off, but unlike things that are viral, it's a lot more in one place. Like, when I was first sick, earlier this fall, winter, whatever you want to call it at this point, it was something that, it was my whole body. I was, like, just completely out of it. I felt icky everywhere, and it was just something where it's like, it would not have been worth it to, like, go and lift. But when it comes to something that's a little bit more smaller and bearable, something that's such as, a ear infection kind of deal, or maybe, like, your toes infected or something weird like that, you and your dirty dogs, but as long as those are, kept relatively clean, and you're able to, mitigate the risk of them getting even worse through doing things such as working out, it should turn out a little bit better. Should be a little bit, like, more kosher, more or less. And that's kind of the mentality we have going into this. I did some light, research, of course, as you should, whenever you get some kind of ailment, whether, it would be best to work out or not. And admittedly, all the stuff are like, you probably shouldn't do that, but it's just like, I have a good feeling I'm making the right choice here. Also, I need a leg day. I need something. It's been, admittedly for me, just another one of those days. There's a problem with me on Sunday, because today is Monday. By the time this video comes out, it very well might be like Tuesday of the following week, because I am very slow on my video production as of late. But the big thing is just, like, Sundays are terrible days for me. I don't know what I need to do, but Sundays are those days where I just, like, I don't regress, but it's just like I feel icky, I don't feel too good, and I just end up, like, staying in my cave all day and just, like, moping. It's not it, because, like, as of now, I just have, issues with, my braining, my emotional regulating, and I get moments where I just kind of act a little sporadically and just not too well thought out, which is a problem, because if you act, like, strictly on emotion all the time, and a lot of the time, that's going to lead to a very unstable life, because the only thing that can regulate your emotions is you, but if you're always acting out on your emotions, that's going to be a very unregulated kind of process, Like, you're going to do some stupid things that, may have no rhyme or reason to them. And that's things, with life, you need discipline. Like, discipline is one of the best things you can have as a person, I believe. Because when you have the ability to kind of, like, make sense and regulate, your external world, just the way you be, it's going to be a better life for you. I can't give exact reasons why. I can't quote any studies or, little statistics on why, but forming habits are forming habits, regardless of what they are. As long as they're good, it's going to hopefully lead to a better life. So, yeah. But yeah, the big thing also is that, I need to stop that. I need to just, do what I need to do. Because it's crazy. Sunday, I laid around and did barely anything all day. I was ornery and I was upset and things were just stupid. But then you get a day like today where, I wake up like crack of dawn. I make my lunch, I do my meal prepping in the morning, and I got my pre and I'm heading to the gym at 7:30. I didn't even get out of bed till like 10 o'clock the other day. So part of me is thinking I need to find some kind of thing to do, whether it be like, maybe meeting up with friends for coffee, or whether it's just literally anything that will make my Sundays more get up and go oriented. Because that kind of, the getting up and go aspect of being a substitute teacher, the get up and go aspect of just, doing my life is usually, it's either substitute teaching or an early morning gym sesh. Like, that just sets my day, that starts my day off right. That is the big thing that kind of gets me going. And like, there are some days where I wake up earlier and it's like, man, I could use a bit more sleep. But, I just schedule a nap in for the day at that point. But, yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do. And I mean, today should be fun, and I wasn't expecting to go to the gym also. Like, the big thing, because my Mondays, usually how they work is like Monday morning I don't work, but then Monday afternoon I do my, chefing it up at a bowling alley. But then today, because winter break's coming up, your boy's been doing his best to schedule a couple more substitute teaching shifts, because at least in the state of Michigan, you kind of, as a substitute teacher, as long as like, you are an independent worker more or less, you kind of get to choose what schools you substitute at on what days. I usually leave that off, but with holidays coming around, I need a little extra cha-chang in the bank, so we're working on that and all that good stuff. Because another fun thing, I'm going to be heading to California Christmas Day all the way to like New Year's Eve, which will be pretty dang epic for the fact that I'm only going to be an hour away or something from Venice, California. And for those who don't know, that's the Gold Gym's area. That's the area in which Gold Gym is at. I'm gonna be able to go see bodybuilding history, gosh darn it, which I'm really excited for. Mind you, I don't know how much a day pass is, but hell, if it's $200, I might fork it over or something, because like, I would love to work in like just the same kind of facility or area, that a lot of the great golden era bodybuilders did, even some of the like great modern bodybuilding people and stuff. Because I think, I'm pretty sure like Gunther Schlierenkamp he worked out over there with like Charles Glass and stuff, and just like really, really cool stuff. I want to check out Muscle Beach, and I'm excited because it will just be something that I may not end up working out over there, but just the fact that I will be able to be present and just be like, wow, it's this place, I think will be pretty cool. Because like, I'm a sucker for history in all kind of aspects, like whether it be World War II, the Civil War. It's like areas with like significant historical value are just pretty nifty, because like, this place is where cool stuff happened and it's still here. That's pretty epic. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about the leg day. We're almost at the gym, so we gotta be on that. So the big thing that I'm really hyped for is, not the last leg day, but 2 leg days ago, I did a twinge. I did a little owie boo-boo on my left hammy. Mind you, my left hammy ever since the summer during my, stage prep and stuff, it's always been a little bit tender, a little bit extra, just much. But what I'm really hyped for now is it's feeling better. So, plan of action is to do some heavier squats, heavier leg presses today. And this time, actually properly warm up my legs so I don't get any twinges like I did the last time. These twinges are lame. and they set you up for possible injuries in the future and stuff. So you gotta watch that. And yeah, it'll be nice. Here we go. And also, I get to do actual sissy squats because this facility has the equipment. And why am I looking like this now? Because I'm approaching a left turn. And already once on this little trip to the gym, this tripod has taken a freaking just absolute fall. So we're holding on to it as we... Oh yeah, left turn, whee! Okay. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Wow, this is like... I mean, I think I've been to this gym earlier, but even then, it's only like, what, 8 o'clock-ish? It's so weird seeing this, like, town so empty. Because I like... For this gym, I have to drive, like, what, 15 minutes away? Something like that. It's a bit much. Although, I'm just remembering that I probably could have done this leg day in my hometown gym, because I'm pretty sure they're open right now. So, I just drove 15 minutes away in conditions in which the school in this area have closed because of how bad the roads are. On the bright side, we got good content going, but I think I made a mistake. And honestly, like, it'll give me a chance to do a cool little leg pose down vid thing, because at the other gym, there's no good lighting really ever, and I have to crank the exposure to, like, not look like a ghost and stuff. So it's, you know, it'll work. This will be fine. Hopefully the gym will be empty, because another thing, they blare music at the other one here, because I know the owner now. I like train some people at the gym for her. She doesn't like hire me, but I'm like a freelance person that she reaches out to, you know, for people and stuff. So it's pretty nifty. I'm in the business, gosh darn it. But yeah, I mean, I'll be able to get, I think, some better... Actually, I might do a mic'd up lift, I think is what I was getting at. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, mic'd up lift leg day, that could be pretty good. You're going to hear me grunt. That's what everyone wants to hear right there. Just me just fighting with the weights, making sweet love with the weights and stuff. Domestic violence with the weights. Yikes. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited just because, like, you know, we get to go ball, we get to go ham. And wow, it looks like the old people might be out and about today. And there's a fair bit of cars in this lot, but, you know, that'll be fine. That'll be all peachy. All right. Look at me. They call me the Fast and the Furious, the way I be drifting or something. I don't know. Now, that's always a terrible... you know, all respect to this facility. I'm happy it exists, but I gotta do some maintenance on this parking lot, man. It is... My car suspension has taken a big beating just by, you know, attending this place and just heading here on a daily basis. But anyway, with that, we have arrived at Place and Things, and next time you're going to see me, gosh darn it, is hopefully maybe 5 plates on a leg press. 5 plates, eh? Could be interesting. I'm hoping it's interesting, because, we'll see. Maybe, as long as you don't pull sling, it'll be fun. Okay, so, we have this sucker in which, you know, last time I used it, what ended up going down is I nearly hurt myself quite bad. And it didn't ruin my next leg day, but it didn't make it any better. So now we gotta fix that up. Also, I will never understand people who can use this machine with that seat that far back. Like, I guess I understand working different parts, but I'm an upright guy, or at least I like being as upright as possible when utilizing a leg press kind of deal. Jeez, okay. Whew. Okay. Little worried. I can't lie. Just doing that initial stretch. Oh, feeling that. Okay. I mean, on the bright side, my right abductor is looking quite gnarly. At least with, like, the legs all the way back and stuff, but okay, we're feeling pretty okay. You know, 1 plate each side. Good start. 2 plates. Here we go. Pardon me. I mean, we'll see. I don't know, part of me is worried that like me thinking about the problem makes it more so of a problem, but it's also, it's like the weird, what's the term? It's like if you believe it, it will happen, the manifestation rule or whatever. Mind you, I don't know how applicable it is to twinging a hammy. I feel like that's just kind of more external forces, but who am I to tell what's what? Okay, here we go. 2 plates. Okay. That actually feels a little bit better. Okay. Solid. No real strain just yet. 3 plates. Okay. Although, the one thing I will say, pretty proud of myself, I have this very vivid memory back when I was attending university, as those British folk call it, but and technically I was attending a university, but I was at the rec center, and I was using the leg press, and this other guy came up to me, he's like, hey man, wanna work in with me, or like want me to mind if I work in with you? And I'm just like, sure thing, bucko, and man threw 5 plates on there. I couldn't do 5 plates. So maybe today I can get a pretty cool number like that or something going, but we'll have to climb our way up there. Okay. Okay. That felt pretty good too. Now, if I were a powerlifter guy, well, I mean, I want to compete in powerlifting contests, but if I were more so a powerlifting dude, I might decide to hit a squat PR today. But as we know, I build the body. But the yearly PR attempts, they're coming up, more or less. Which we'll see if I can actually get the weight up when we get there. Because, what is it? Gonna have to, I mean, theoretically, I'd like to have the 1,000-pound club be hit. But we'll see. I mean, hit 315 for RDLs the other day for 6. So maybe that could translate into like a 425 deadlift. I would love to hit a 500-pound one within the next year. Maybe just not for my yearly PR attempts. And then it would be cool to bench 315. That might take like up to next summer though. And then squats 405, which is I think the most doable thing, because if I can leg press 5 plates, I just gotta work on the stability of the free bar. But anyway, I'm just kind of wasting time. But also warm-up sets, so I'm not gonna brutalize myself for what's supposed to be my warm-up. Okay. All right, you know, that felt pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna go 5. Because worst case scenario, I do 5 for like 4, and then I just like quickly throw a plate off each side. So we'll do a warm-up set of 5 plates, and then see if I can continue forth with more. Because you never know unless you try, or whatever the Mike Mentzer, your full potential thing is. Okay, here we go. Leg press, PR attempt. Here we go. Oh, yikes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely not repping that. Whew. Yeah, I'd be able to get like 2 or 3 of those, which, while still pretty cool, is not necessarily, I mean, it would be good for hypertrophy. It would be a really great stimulus, but it would just, the risk to reward ratio, I think, for that weight just yet is not too worth it. So let's do 25s each side. But yeah, this will probably be the longest segment of talking. Everything else should be a lot, I think, more straightforward, but with these plate loaded exercises, it allows me to kind of walk around, chat a little bit and stuff. But yeah, next time you see me, I'll actually be doing working sets. Jeez. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Felt that one. Whew, okay. That was like 10 or something. I don't know. It was a good fight though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling quite interesting this morning. I took I would say a cocktail of different pills, because I took, my multivitamin, my fish oil, also because I'm feeling kind of icky. We had, some vitamin C supplement, get extra amount of that, and all that stuff. Along with that, we also had the kind of, pain reliever meds. Plus, I was so smart, and I chose to have, some Mother Bucker, that kind of whole bucked up, like very high stim pre, because, it was early. I expected to go to the gym around like, 5 or something, so I pre-made the pre. I didn't want to waste it or like save it for another day, because it's like no other day of the week is 400 milligrams of caffeine necessary for me. So it's like, oh, I'll be up early, I'll be fine, because I won't need any for the rest of the day. So that conglomerate of stuff has just run through my system. And I'm getting some, what I will call the pre-workout sweats, because just like, I am cracked, I'm wired. Here we go. Ah, jeez. Okay. Okay. This is only the first real kind of movement I've had to do today. Help. We've reached like a new level of pre-workout weird feeling. Like, oh lordy. But yeah, currently feeling like I can hear colors, which, yeah, I mean, hey, I'm no Duke Ellington, but if you got that reference, then I'm proud of you. You are a cultured folk. Now that the heavy squats are done, it's going to be best to, work on the hamstrings, because then after this hamstring focus thing, really just going to be like 3 more sets of a quad-oriented thing, and then probably, I'm not sure, because I did calves. I'll see what's next, because it's like, these leg days I've had to play by ear, well, the lower days, I guess, if you want to call them. I had to play them by ear, because like, when you are as prone to twinges and tweaks as I, like, you gotta just be really safe. Like, yep, even that left hamstring with that little light movement is just, it's feeling. Oh, jeez. You know, it's a good facility to work out in when the vibe's just so positive. And for this gym, like explicitly, the vibe is just, it's nice. As someone who is as anxious, admittedly, and can be as self-doubtful as myself, it's just really nice to be surrounded by people who are just chill and appreciative, and it makes life better. So surround yourself with good people. Okay, but anyway, let's pose, shall we? Ooh, see, it's a miracle what like different lighting can do. We have the more definition in the quad-esque region. All right, rolling up the shorts. Yeah, scandalous. Woo. All right. But anyway. Kind of hit all the main ones. I do to show off the muscles. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, looking pretty all right. Let's try the side try. Wah. Shucks. All right, here we go. Front double by. And I would be a liar if I didn't say I hit some machines to just get a light pump in the upper body. But even then, I think the overall lack of carbs is slightly shown today. But you know, it be what it be. Also the lighting. Posing from this angle and my posing from my right side facing the camera just sucks booty. So it's something I gotta work on, especially for future shows and stuff. Wah. And shirtless. Oh, yikes. Whew. Oh, jeez, that did not feel too good, but I guess we'll see. All right, with all that, that's probably gonna end the video. Another car talk would be like, what, another 17 minutes? That's 34 minutes just in talking, not even to mind like the actual workout I did today. So probably gonna call it good here. So, you know, we don't have a 40-minute little video because, you know, I'd rather keep it a little bit more short and sweet today. All right, with that, see you next time.